we got to take him and let him shoot, make sure he can shoot and all that stuff. He says he can shoot, so we just want to make sure. He's giving me a thumbs up. Yeah, I can shoot. So we'll see what happens. Looking for a great weekend. It's the rut down here in South Carolina. It's earlier in North Carolina. Scott says there's scrapes everywhere, and we're hoping to shoot some deer this weekend. Yeah. Hunter says yeah.
Okay, just so you know, so he understands everything. Yeah, he understands everything. He's just, his speech is impaired.
Gets excited.
Yes, he gets
I want you to
very
get excited,
which
really,
is
okay?
good, yeah. So he totally understands everything you said. You just might have to be a little patient with him with the speech coming out. Yeah,
that's fine.
But he totally gets it.
I'm ready.
And his thumbs up, well, you know what that
I'm
means.
gonna give you thumbs up too. All
All
right.
right, Hunter. It's all you, buddy.
And put your head up a little bit.
Look better.
Thank you. All right, here we go. You ready?
So we couldn't figure out why Hunter kept shooting high and got looking in the other gun. It has rings at the bottom, and we were kind of concerned that he was using those rings. So we went and got my 243 that's got a red dot in the middle, one crosshair. He's excited. And he done good, so I think we're hopefully ready. High five. I'm gonna tell you, if he shoots a deer, y'all are in for a treat. You are in for a treat. So after we got Hunter squared away at the rifle range, I had the opportunity to sit down with Lynn, and Barrett had the opportunity to sit down with Tommy. And I'm just going to tell you, most people's attention span are pretty short these days, but I encourage you to listen to their story. You know, we're all one step away from our life changing, and the story of these two families instills in me that even though you are facing an uphill battle, just to not ever give up. All right, it's October. It's my favorite hunt of the year. I say that on all of them, but we are here in Gaddy Farm in Sherrill, South Carolina. I'm with Lynn Pugliese, and we brought her son Hunter in, and Hunter would not do the interview with us today, but I sent Hunter and Lynn on a hunt in Texas last year, and they sent me a video of Hunter retrieving his deer, and I called Lynn back after the hunt, and I was like, I've got to meet this young man, so we're going to bring him to South Carolina the next year if you guys can make it. So lo and behold, a year later, here we are. So Barrett and Tommy they're basically on their way. He's got a pretty unique story to tell about some challenges he's been going through, so I'll let Barrett handle that. But Lynn, tell us a little bit about Hunter, kind of his challenges, what y'all faced as a family. So I'm gonna turn it over to you.
So 11 years ago, Hunter had a Polaris Ranger rollover accident, and he had about a 10% chance to live after his injuries. And we did lots of therapies to get him back up out of the wheelchair and get him mobile and moving. He loved hunting, and
even at that time he loved hunting, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He never. In the rehab, when they went for him to pick up a cup, my husband was like, "Give me a gun," and they kind of like, "What are you talking about?"
Right.
"Give me a toy gun, not a real gun."
Right.
And boy, if Hunter didn't go and pick up that gun.
Yeah.
So they were amazed. So we actually brought him through with all his therapies and whatnot, got him up, and he started hunting with his dad again.
Got you.
And he got a deer literally about a doe after his accident.
So through the accident, what challenges does Hunter County face now at the age of, how old is he?
24.
So he's 24. So even 11 years later, 12 years later, what's some of the challenges that he's faced?
So cognitively, Hunter's quite slow.
Okay.
His memory is pretty much non-existent. He lives in the day, lives in the moment. which sometimes, it's not a bad thing.
So if he shoots a deer this weekend, he's probably going to watch it over and over and over and over and over and over again.
I
Okay.
take a lot of picture and a lot of video.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I make collages for him so he can remember.
Right. Okay.
Yes. He has a severe speech deficit.
Okay.
So he still struggles with that, and his memory. He's cognizant that he knows he has a bad memory. So we're trying to work on that with him, with his speech as well.
Well, we know he gets really excited. I've seen that in the video.
He does.
Yeah. Yeah. So after his accident, your husband would take him, Dad would take him hunting, and y'all faced another challenge.
We did. 4 years ago, my husband passed away.
And I can assume it's extremely hard having a son and 3 daughters.
Yeah. Well, John, my husband John, was his hunting partner.
Right.
So, he took him everywhere. They used to have a place in South Carolina that they would go, which we found out last night, about 2 hours from here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just started reaching out to organizations and to see if someone could, help me take him hunting again.
Yeah.
And because he shot his first doe, after his accident with my husband, and then somebody had to take it over. So
Right.
that was me.
So Mom did.
Yes. So needless to say, sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Listen, if you wasn't emotional, okay, this wouldn't mean so much, right?
Yeah.
So, and I appreciate you telling
I can always get through the accident part now because I've said it so much.
Right,
It's just kind of a way of life. But, then the other thing, and I have 3 daughters.
Right.
So needless to say, Hunter is in his element totally. Cause
Oh yeah. As soon as y'all arrived today, he's like right to the men.
Yes. He loves to hang out with guys. And as you saw, if he doesn't see something, he's like, it's just part of hunting.
Yeah, if we can listen, if he shoots a deer this weekend, it's gonna be on. So I appreciate, and really this is what our mission here at Hands of Sportsman is all about, is taking families that's just kind of went through a difficult time. And you'll hear Tommy's testimony here in a little while. It's basically a different scenario, but it still involves a challenge. And when it comes to hunting, it's hard to get out without folks like Gaddy Farm and their guides and volunteers and people like, that were surrounding you guys.
So thankful.
Yeah, so.
There's no way I could do any of this without organizations like you.
Well, we couldn't do it without people supporting us.
Absolutely. I mean, there's just no words. We are so appreciative.
Well,
I just couldn't do it.
I started all of this to bless other people, and I find out I really get the blessing.
Yeah,
So,
I get that.
yeah.
But you don't know how much you bless that, especially parents of disabled kids.
Well, folks, we y'all just hang tight. I'll have Tommy here in a little while with Barrett, but I'm telling you, if this young man shoots deer this weekend, you are not going to miss that. So, Lynn, thank you for sharing your story and your testimony and just kind of the journey of you and Hunter now being hunting buddies.
Yes, we're hunting buddies. You have me for life, Hunter buddies.
Yeah. All right, y'all hang tight.
My name's Barrett Eatman. I'm on the board with Hands of a Sportsman, and been wanting to come down here to the Gaddy Farm hunt in Sherrill, South Carolina. Had the opportunity to do it this year. So came down here to see what's going on, be with the hunters, help out any way I could, and just represent Hands of a Sportsman. During the process, I had the opportunity to ride down. Tommy Sales and I came down, and Tommy's become a close friend. Got to know him after a situation he's gone through. He was attending the same church as I was a few times. Hadn't actually met him, but through what he's gone through, it gave me situations that I could meet him and talk to him and get to know him more. So over the past year and a half plus, we've become to be good friends. So Tommy's got a story that I would like for y'all to hear.
Of course, he just said, I'm Tommy. A year and a half ago, maybe a little longer, on April of 2024, I had a kidney stone, which I've had several kidney stones. And this one was a little different. It got lodged we didn't really know it. Went to the hospital, come back home, and then on Monday morning, I was pretty bad off. My daughter checked my blood pressure, and it was like rock bottom. So we actually a lot of this stuff is still really emotional. Uh, but anyway, we made it to the hospital, and they actually transferred me to another hospital, and which I didn't really know what was going on at that time. I was kind of in and out. So while we was being transferred to another hospital, I kind of knew what was going on. I was watching my wife out the back of the ambulance going up, and so as we approached the hospital, I heard the attendants say we had we had 5 minutes to the hospital, not realizing that that may be the last time I see my family. But anyway, I went into the hospital, and I was going into shock by what my wife said. And you don't realize at a time like that, you know, what you wish you would have done beforehand. But as far as, you know, talking to your family, telling them bye, you love them. But as I went into the hospital, they actually took me straight to surgery, where they inserted a stent for the kidney stone. And as they walked or went to put me in surgery, my wife was walking with the doctor that was actually going to do the surgery. And he was actually telling her that, you know, the situation was not good, and that, you know, the infection had got in my bloodstream and all. But so he went in and done the surgery and all, and as I come out from surgery, my blood pressure had dropped to like 60/30. I was actually, you know, I was leaving here, and there was a doctor. His name was Dr. Ho. He was in there, and he immediately intubated me, and they say that's what basically saved my life. And so after the surgery, I don't know really anything for 9 days. I've had to ask my wife questions about what went on, because of course I was intubated. I was actually on life support and all. They had numerous machines on me, and I can't begin to tell you what all they had on me. But one of the main things was they had to give me what they call pressors. Pressors, they had going into each side of my neck and in my groin and all. They had 4 different pressors. The pressors keep your heart, all your major organs running. The downfall of pressors, they drain your small organs, like your hands, your feet, your toes. So basically it starves them of blood, which is a good thing. I'd rather my heart and all keep beating than, you know, my hands and all. But basically I come out of surgery and all, and when I come out of surgery, or out of the 9 days of being out, when I actually woke up, my wife was sitting beside me, and I didn't understand why so many people were in my room. because I did not know what had gone on. And which she explained to me that I had, been out for 9 days. And kind of to go along with the 9 days to tell you how serious this is, these situations kind of happened a little bit later on, but it kind of goes in with this. I talked to my respiratory therapist, which was the one that had me on the breathing machine and all. When she put me on it on Monday when I arrived, when she went home, she said she wouldn't see me on Tuesday because I was really that bad off. And also my other surgeon that put the stent and all in, when I went to see him for the first time, when I walked in, it was kind of ironic because I walked in and he said, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "Well, I have an appointment." And he said, "No, what are you actually doing here?" And I said, "No, really, I've got an appointment today." He said, "You don't understand." He said, "You're not supposed to be here." He said, "When I left you in the hospital," he said, "I never expected to see you in my office." He said, "You were sick." And till then, I never really realized how bad off I was. But after the 9 days, I woke up and my wife was sitting beside of me. I don't know if it was the 9th day or the 12th day. I have no idea. When I actually, I guess, pulled my hands out, from the covers, and I seen what my hand looked like. It was basically dried up, um, basically skin just on bone. And well, immediately I kicked all my covers off, and I could see my feet, and I I knew how bad it was, but I actually looked at my wife, and of course she's beside my bed, and she's doing what she's doing, either on her phone or reading a book. And I asked her, like she didn't already know. I said, "Have you seen what I look like?" And I said, "Well, have you seen my feet and my hands?" And she said, "Yes." And I said, "Really? Have you looked at them?" And she said, "Yeah." She said, "It's no problem. We're going to figure this out." And which, I couldn't get mad then because she just told me we was going to figure this out. So I figured, if she could deal with it, I could deal with it. And, I told the good Lord then, if she's not going to be upset, how can I be upset? And because she had no problem with it. But so we basically, after that point, I just kind of turned to the Lord, and um, from then on, I didn't worry about it. I didn't get. I mean, I couldn't worry about it. I just decided I was going to face this situation and live life. And at that time, I mean, I could tell I was probably going to have amputations done, but I really didn't know to the extent of what it would be. But as the weeks went on, we went to numerous doctor's visits, and when I say numerous, I mean 1 to 2 to 3 a week for months, and it was all to do with you know what was going on with my hands and my legs and all. But basically, kind of make a long story short, um, we wound up going to Duke in Raleigh. Um, we had talked to some other doctors and basically went to Duke. We found a doctor that we really fell in love with, um, and I told my wife he would do my surgeries if I had to have surgeries. And as he come in and looked, he said, we don't have to be in a hurry to do what we need to do. And they wanted me to go to a hyperbaric chamber, which puts pure oxygen in your body. And he was hoping to get extra growth, out of my arm, my feet and all. And basically it did. But as the growth goes is good as long as it's going in the right direction. And but once it stops going in the right direction, then you have to do something, because basically what I had was gangrene, which is infection. And so once it stopped going, he told us we got to do something. So he set my surgery up for my fingers, and he done those first. And then after that was done, we basically set up a surgery to have my hand and my feet done in the same week. And that's a pretty tough situation, knowing you got to have that done. But with the situation the way it was, I was always feeling bad. I was sick. Wasn't really sick, but I was in the summertime in my house. It was 85 degrees, and I was still cold, if that tells you what kind of infection I had in my body. And so we aligned to have my amputations done in July. And we had my hand done on the 23rd of July, and we had my feet done on the 25th of July. So I just stayed in the hospital. And basically, when they removed my hands and feet, it was like the difference between night and day. I was back to normal, if normal could be. Um, I actually felt really well. I had to stay in the hospital approximately 2 weeks, and then they wanted to send me back to rehab, and that was so I could learn how to maneuver without, legs. And they done the amputations right below my knees, on both legs. And so basically I went back to rehab. And when you go into rehab, there's a nurse, and this was my second time going, and she tells you that they would basically keep you for 14 days, but said overachievers will leave in 7. Well, the first time I went, I left in 7 days or 8 days, because I was going home. Well, this time I told them the same thing. I said, I won't be here over 7 days. I'm going home. And so when I went to rehab, the first day I was there, the only question I wanted them to answer is, when could I get prosthetic? Because I was determined to walk. And that same day that I asked about prosthetics, a girl from Hanger Clinic come to see me. And when she come in, my first question is when can we start the process? I said, I want a time frame. And she told me 8 to 12 weeks. I said, well, in 8 weeks, I'll be in your office. So she basically left and sent my wife a text that in 8 weeks I had an appointment to go see them. And basically we started the process in 8 weeks. She took molds of my legs and actually a mold of my hand. And so basically I didn't realize it would be that quick, but after they took the molds and all, within about a week, they actually had me a set of legs. And you would think going out walking for 7 or 8 weeks that you could just put them legs on and run. And I told my wife that when they put them on, I said the first thing I'm gonna do is run out the door. And it's the hardest thing I've ever done, is to take a step. But I was determined that I would walk. And I actually got to take those legs home, and I actually worked and worked and worked, which we had to come back and see her just ever so many days. And I got me a walker, and within a week or so, I was actually halfway walking. And which during all this time I had to go to therapy. And they worked with me, and they all commended me on how quick I was learning how to walk. Basically, they said I was doing better than most people with one amputation. I was 2 to 3 months ahead of them, and which made me feel pretty good. But basically, I kept that going, and I say outgrew, but I actually shrunk out of those sockets and got into new sockets, and which the more I progressed, the better sockets I got, the easier it was to walk. Same way with my hands. I got myoelectric ankles, which work off computers. They basically keep me from falling. They lock. And then, which I have a hook on today. I have a myoelectric hand also, but there's certain things that it works good for, certain things the hook works good for, and it's just with coming here to the hunt, the hook works a little better for me. But long story short, I'm just glad to be here today, to be able to participate in a hunt like this. I got friends like Barrett that goes with me, and he does all the hard work. I get to do all the easy part of hunting. I get to sight the gun and pull the trigger, so I get the fun part of it. He gets to do all the other part. If I had to say one thing is I've been told 100 times that, you know, you're never guaranteed tomorrow. And, you know, I would always hear that statement, and it would always go in one ear and out the other ear. You know, I thought, you know, that don't concern me. I'm healthy, I'm strong, you know, tomorrow will be here. But through all this, you know, we're not guaranteed tomorrow. You don't know how your life can change in 24 hours. Just enjoy what you have, your family, your friends. Just enjoy them, because you never know when the last time is you may see them.
Well, all this started over a little teeny thing called kidney stone.
Yeah. And like I said at the beginning, I've had several, and it was no different than the rest. But, you know, it was God's plan for this to happen. You know, I'm still working on what that may be. I think a lot of it's just getting out and meeting people. I'm meeting a lot of people through this situation that I probably would have never met otherwise. And but that's basically just enjoy every day like it's your last day, because it may be.
I don't even know how many people we got in here. I don't even know their names, but I can tell you this guy back here in the back is gonna go shoot a deer this afternoon. You ready, Hunter? He's ready. He is ready. So the first evening just really didn't turn out like we planned. You know, the times I've been down to Gaddy Farm, we've always seen plenty of deer. Nobody came back to camp with a deer, but I can promise you one thing. When we go to this event, we go to this hunt, that group is going to make sure we have plenty to eat. And if you leave hungry, I promise you it's your own fault. There you are. Who we gonna blame this on?
Me. It's my fault. I take full responsibility.
I thought I was about to come all the way to your room.
I did 6:15 instead of 5:15.
Yeah, it's okay. Let's hop in, let's try to get in the stand real quick. So that morning's hunt didn't really turn out like I wanted it to. Lynn and Hunter got there late, which in turn we got to the stand late, got in there right at daylight, didn't see a thing. We got back to camp, found out that Tommy had shot a 4-pointer. We all celebrated with Tommy, took some pictures, and to the folks that fixed us breakfast, I promise you, we super appreciated it. You cannot go wrong with scrambled eggs and bacon, and especially the view we had. So really looking forward to the last hunt, which was our evening hunt.
All right. Let's turn on a little bit more air. How about that? Let's get him.
Hunter, we got to do something tonight.
Third time's a charm, baby. Magic number.
I said, I can go ahead and answer that for him. Yeah, we're gonna shoot. All he says that right there. Yeah. I did. We're scraping the bottom of the barrel. I'm telling you, man, I thought we'd see something this morning. Third time's a charm. Yeah. We hope anyways. Yeah. We definitely got in here better this afternoon than we did this morning. We was running a little late. Hunter decided he wanted to sleep in.
You got here extra early today.
I told his mom, I said, everything happens for a reason. We've had a good time. We just need deer to show up. So that evening's hunt, we went back to the blind we hunted that morning, and as it was getting darker and darker and darker, I'm just sitting there, I was like, man, we've really had a good weekend. We had an outstanding interview with Lynn, and we had an outstanding interview with Tommy, and you know, obviously I want to put this together with a harvest with Hunter, and I'm just sitting there and thought, man, it can't end this way. I mean, we really need something to happen for Hunter. And lo and behold, right before dark, the guide says, we got a buck coming. And I'm like, if this works out, man, this is gonna be the perfect ending to Hunter's hunt.
Patience is a virtue.
Yes, it is.
Hey, Hunter's been really, he said buck coming, like, where? He said, right there. Hey, I told y'all, if we shoot something, it's gonna be up in the tree. What do you think, Mom?
I'm so beside myself, but so happy he got one.
We're gonna finally cut him loose.
We finally. He's been patient. Oh goodness. Oh, yes, I'll hold it. Okay.
His mom said he was gonna run. Hunter. Son. Come on, Mom, hop in here.
Holy cow! Wow!
Hunter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad you're there. I heard something. I wasn't. She shot him right in the neck.
Hey, it don't matter, brother.
Well, you put it on the bit. Yeah.
Good job, Hunter. I'm so proud of you. It's okay. I love you.
I love you too. Mom. Oh, so much.
You're a good shot. You are a good
We were worried a little bit on the rifle range.
Right, we were worried a little bit.
Man, when he hit the ground, I was like, thank you, Lord.
Oh, man.
Thank you, brother.
That was
What
good, man.
emotional
You guys are
day.
awesome. Thank you,
Yes,
man.
sir. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
So we've all had a great time celebrating with Hunter, and man, again, it's just the perfect ending. And one of the things I really love about these type hunts is you never know what's gonna happen. And I look over, and I'm just gonna tell you, I think most of us lost it, but Hunter's sitting there talking to his pawpaw and his daddy, and basically just thanking them for watching over him. And I'm just gonna tell you, if you can get through this without tearing up, you're a better man than I am.
I just thought.
He's praying to his Papa Tommy and his dad. They see you, buddy. They are so proud of you. It's 8.
Guys, for the guys. See.
They are so proud, Hunter. Yep, so proud of you. Yep, and in South Carolina where they used to go. Not the same place, but the same, same state.
Yeah, come on.
Yep,
Yeah.
they are looking down.
Yeah, come on.
Got it? You gotta pull a little bit harder. I got all the weight.
You can close them up.
Close tailgate, and then we're gonna prop him up just like this right here. So when we roll in, everybody sees.
So congratulations again to Hunter. What a, again, perfect ending to a weekend. Tommy was able to harvest 2 more deer, 2 does. And unfortunately, Corey, our veteran, did not get to shoot a deer. So we're gonna try to get him back. But I can't thank everybody from Gaddy Farms enough, all the members. You guys do an awesome job of just basically taking care of us and making sure we have everything we need to have a successful hunt. I also want to thank a couple sponsors that really, well, really it was a collection of a lot of people, but Rocky Mountain Network Foundation, NC 811, Canal Wood, and M&W Properties all kind of threw money into this hunt to help support it, pay for motel rooms, and anything the families would need. So there's a list of people here I need to thank, and I had to write it all down. I'm sorry, but it's just a lot, and I just kind of want to recognize these people and what they did for this hunt, because it goes a long way to help us to make sure the hunt's successful. So here we go. Scott Broadway, Tony Parker, Nick Page donated the food for the weekend, kept everybody fed. Let me see, Kenneth Vergwet and Jeff Page purchased all the corn for all the stands. Thank you guys. And then we had Tim Barefoot, he donated the shirts. And then Anthony Thompson donated the firewood to kind of keep everybody warm for this year. And Austin Hathcock, donated the food for breakfast. Just want to thank these guys. Sorry I have to go off the list, but that's just the way it is. One last thing, if you would like to apply for our hunts, you can do that at handsofsportsman.org. Just click on our local hunts, and that's everything here in North Carolina. And then our dream hunts is where the Gaddy Farm hunt would be located. Fill out those applications because we need that to select you. And I hope everybody has an outstanding season in 2026.